jumping into the markets, you guys asked me the other day. Vinay said, "Hey, is it that same the same tingle, the Don Fran tingle?" That so in 2019, I told you guys the markets were getting a little bit up. And I said, "Hey, next year there's going to be a reset switch, and we're going to get a crash, right?" And that's kind of where we're at right now. Kind of that same conversation we had in 2019. 2020 came around, ended up being the Rona, and I got to say it's kind of the same situation. I think we're getting up there. Now, if you remember back in the Rona days, this circle is actually where it started. We sent it up first and then melted it back down. And I kind of think we're on that trajectory. It almost even has similar, like, kind of peaked. We sent it. I think we're sending it right now. So as far as the growth account goes, I'm going to keep rolling NVIDIA up and out. But 1 week I might just let it go. We might just let those shares go and sell puts. If we do start to crash or anything like that, maybe we can time it and get it out perfectly. If I think it's close, we might just start to do that. Because we're so in the money, as it starts to pull back, we might just kind of meet it halfway, let the shares go, let the puts get juiced up. We'll sell the puts to get back in. I don't want there to be a huge drawdown. Let it go and get Tesla. I don't know. That's a thing. I want to have both. I want to start accumulating Tesla. And as far as accumulation goes, I don't really care about price dropping or going up and down. If the markets pull back, if we get an actual crash, 20%. Tickers, 20%, nothing. If you have $2,000 invested, that's $400, right? Yeah. Right, nothing. It's not fun, but it's manageable. Okay, that's something you can be like, all right, I could probably, let's just start buying some more. Let's keep this thing going. Individual tickers that cause that overall markets to go down 20% are the ones getting smoked, and that's where you roll the dice. So things like NVIDIA is not going to be just 20% down. It's going to be significantly more. Same with Tesla, Amazon, Microsoft, Meta. They're all going to get rocked. It's not a fun time if you have any kind of leverage out there. That's for sure. If you have just 100% just cash positions and you're long for the ride, it's just not a fun time. That's all. And it's just not fun because you're just not. You still sell calls against it, but they're so far out of the money that you don't really make as much. So your income definitely goes down a little bit. But it's also time to think about if you want to get cute. Puts will also be a lot more, so if you can time it right, that's what I'm going to try to do. We'll let the shares go, let puts get juiced up. We'll sell the puts to get back in the place, so we'll make money getting back in. The money does still stay allocated, I think, towards NVIDIA. Let's see. The growth account NVIDIA is currently $13.95 underwater. Yeah, it's nothing. Is that because of where it's at or because our average cost? No, yeah, we've drowning. When I need my covered call to get in the money. What's up, Lori? From New Zealand. Today we introduce our new suite of products built for the next generation of traders. Watch the recap now. Robinhood has a new The Legend Awakens. Robinhood presents. I just got the alert. Watch the event. Is this pre-recorded? 1 hour ago. Okay, so I'll have to do this in a little bit. Does anybody have the what this is? Is this futures? Did you guys already talk about this in the chat and I missed it? Let's see. No access. Sucks to suck. The legend. Just what is the legend? That's what I want to know. I'll watch it after. If anybody has the TLDR, let me know. had to be amongst the first 1,000. Join today and get your free stock from leading companies. Oh, tell me, create your Robinhood. No, I don't. I don't need to do that. Sorry, I just got the Robinhood new trading platform for real traders. Is the event futures and gold bonus? I really don't know. There's a YouTube video we'll have to watch after this. Technician with all the information tonight. I logged in immediately and got a screen saying coming soon and look for an email. Radio session clicked on it, says begins in 15 minutes. Yeah, you can fast forward to that. It was streamed an hour ago. So I'm going to have to watch that after. I wonder if I have an email from them. Oh, meet our legendary new products. A new suite of trading products. Access to powerful charts, place trades quickly, get started in a second. Futures. Oh, here we go. Trade the S&P 500, oil, Bitcoin, and more without pattern day trading rules, Greeks, or time decay. All at one speed of a tap. All at the speed of a tap. Oh, Robinhood is the best. And a real options chain? Oh, yeah. This is going to be great. That means, oh, ladies and gentlemen, that means the growth account is about to sell some oil puts. Was there futures options in there? Because it's happening. All right, but let's get on with the situation. All right, as far as the S&P goes, green today. One thing held this up today. At the end of the day, some of the big stuff kind of pushed up. For the most part, melted off. So we had the Qs. Let's just go to the Qs first. NASDAQ absolutely held that zone, dropped down to this zone, bounced back up, fading fast. I traded NQ once earlier today, and that was it. It was on this dip down. That's it. It was an okay trade. I didn't even make the full move zone to zone. Technically, that went zone to zone, zone to zone. Man, yeah, it that bounced too quick. I thought it was gonna be another lower high, so I didn't even make it. All right, what actually did hold us up, hold the S&P up? The Russell sent it. Russell absolutely just going for it. Financials going for it, holding the Russell up, which I think ultimately is what impacted and held the S&P up as well. So bounced out of that zone. If financials pull back and tech continues the way it is, this will end up being a lower high. This one breaks. At that point, you'll have a lower higher here on the S&P. Let's check it out right here. At that point, I know I've been talking kind of bearish, and I do think a full-blown correction, if not crash, is around the corner. And I don't know what the excuse is yet. Just like in 2019, I just told you guys it's going to be a reset switch. We'll find the excuse later, and then they'll run with it. But I don't think it's not here right now. So if it makes it down to this yellow zone, that would still be a dip buy for me. I think after the elections, I think we're on borrowed time after the elections. Hopefully we make it into the Q1 of next year. Another February, March crash somewhere around there. We'll talk about recessions. Who knows? Inflation will come back, or there'll be a bad jobs report. Whatever the excuse is. This time, what's funny is in 2019, I even told you, I said it's probably going to be political. It's going to be something presidential, something like that. And then it ended up being the Rona. And they were like the same thing again. I'm like, is it going to be presidential, or do we come up with a new excuse? So we'll see if they bring another version of the Rona back. Maybe COVID-20. Let's bring that one. War. Think it's war this time? Yeah, maybe war breaks out. War is kind of profitable. So a lot of things go up when there is war, which is why America is so good at it, because we get rich off of it. Cody, if you just now arrived and you're just now catching up, Robinhood has futures coming soon. All right. Anyway, jumping on. Plenty of moves. I don't know. I don't know if for any gamblers out there, I kind of feel like we might be. We're closer to the one standard deviation up, but if that turns out to be a lower high and we break that, I bet we're going to visit the one move down. NASDAQ going forward already. We went over that. Again, if that yellow zone breaks, we're going to be right back here. And again, it would end up being, I think it ended up, that your dip buy, I think, would be this blue zone right here. Another higher low, kind of keep the trend alive. If we hit this zone again and hold, I think we probably have one more bounce for the futures traders in here. Probably have one more bounce in this zone. But if that makes a lower high, you could almost go short before that thing breaks and it goes lower. Again, that might jump us one standard deviation down. As far as the Russell, absolutely sending it. So if the financials do take a pullback, so will this. I would have rather gone short this at the zone. I don't know if it's worth going short now. I think I'd be picky. If tomorrow gapped up on the Russell and you wanted to short it, maybe that's what I would do. We're green overnight, so you go short here, catch a little bit of a trade there. It's the only time I'm really interested in the Russells when it makes these crazy moves. All right, Tom Lee. You've got some ground to make up.